Hello, and welcome to Tactical Nexus. This is a game that I've heard quite a bit about recently in the Drawd CaravelNet chat. It is a Tower of the Sorcerer-like, so similar to Drawd RPG. And yeah, people have been talking about it quite a bit, and there's some mechanics here that apparently are worth taking a look at. So that's what I'm going to do. No, not gonna lie, based on just the Steam page, it did not sell the game to me very well. It looks like I don't mind the pixel art style, like pixel art as a style, but the screenshots for the game just looked kind of busy, which I don't think the pixel art helps with. And also from what I understand, this game has a progression system where you like replay levels, but you get bonuses that you can take into those levels, so you can get a higher score on old levels. I don't really know how I feel about that, so that's another reason why I'm testing this out. My initial impression is I don't think I'm going to like it. But you know, people do seem to speak highly of this game, and I figure I might as well give it a shot. Okay, cursor to move, shift plus cursor to change direction, and Z to view movable area. Cursor keys can be used to move, and shift plus cursor keys can be used to change direction. Can I use arrow keys as well? Yes. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. Shift and cursor. If I want to change without the shifted arrow, if I want to change my facing. Okay, so it's like right-click to change the way you're facing, and then left-click to move. I guess I'll probably use mouse for everything. Alright, it did say Z. Okay, well, I guess there's no movable area, so I couldn't actually change anything. I just picked up a power gem. Instructions 2. So we have cancel and high speed mode. So cancel, confirm. X and C, huh? I prefer Z and X for that. Guess I can change it. Control Z, Control Y, okay. Space, view battle result. Right click and left click, anchor warp. Wait, that's what I've just been doing. Left click while holding down the right mouse button to move using the mouse. Okay, yeah, so what's the anchor warp? If you turn on always light up in the configuration, you could also move by left clicking. Control Z, Control Y allows you to redo or repeat actions. This is useful if you make a mistake or want to change the order of the enemies you are fighting. Right. This is a puzzle game, so I will be reading all of the instructions very carefully. One of my biggest pet peeves with trying to watch other people play games is when they skip tutorials and then they don't know what's going on. And in a puzzle game especially, I think it's important to keep up to keep all that. Okay, so I'm assuming the basic mechanics here are going to be kind of the same as in Drawd RPG, which is to say kind of the same as Tower of the Sorcerer, presumably. I've never played it. So we have health, we have attack, we have defense, and then XP is new. I don't know that. Okay, a million different types of keys. Well, can I skip the life potion? No. Okay. Okay, battle system. So each take attack minus defense damages. Yep, so we do 100 attack, they have or 180 attack, they have 100 defense, we do 80 damage to them. They then do 150 minus 80 is 7 to us. And do we always hit first? In battle, each fighter does damage to the other equal to your attack power minus opponent's defense, and battle continues until one of you has 0 HP. Always start with your first. Okay. As a general rule, there is no max HP for a player. The HP gauge is for each of understanding. Transition can be hidden in the configurator. Okay. Memories from 0. You can read the record of unlocking from the existing saved data. This is an element for players who are redoing this stage. There are some glitches. Okay, well, we will not mess with that. So this looks like we take... Okay, a guard piece is 1 defense. It drops that. Well, we don't have a choice, because we... Yeah, we can't move that far. Okay. So let's just attack you. Right, and we are on the info again. Alright, so we took damage. I guess it measures, so the health bar, it measures from the highest HP we've ever had. That seems completely unnecessary to me. Maybe there's going to be a reason for me to care later, but as of now, there's no particular reason to care about what my maximum HP ever was. And yeah, we have 2 experience, and we can raise our level if we get more. Okay, well, I assume there's no reason to not just grab all these. Maybe there will be later. Space was to see stats, right? Okay, you have to hold. And then we can mouse over the row and it'll highlight everything that has those stats. Okay. So what is this minus 48? Is it comparing its defense to our defense? I don't see how that's useful. Okay. So, Heavenly Potion, health, attack, and defense, okay. Power Potion, health and attack, Guard Potion, health and defense. Yellow, okay. Yellow key and yellow key block. Consumes a yellow key. You can reserve a key to open lock by pressing the A key plus right click. Okay. I guess I'll mess around with that. Okay, we can see your drop that you have a potion. You have a potion. Guard piece. Guard piece. Guard piece. Alright, so... 48 times 3. Okay, these cannot be their defense stats, because my attack... Like, I wouldn't even be able to hurt some of these. Oh, I'm reading it wrong. Okay. It's next to the shield, but it refers to this side. So this is health, this is attack, this is defense, this is XP. Okay, and that's the damage that we take. I don't know what these top numbers are, though. So minus 48 attack. Okay, so that's their attack minus our defense. Okay, that makes sense. So we do 33 damage times 4. TRT. Well, if we get one more attack, So if I... Yeah, I can undo this. So let's just make sure I'm understanding things here. So 2163. 1954. Okay, so 772, 1957. 772, 1854. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the attack threshold. So we get one more attack, this is cheaper. Alright, so that's usually the way I like to look at this then. So attack first. I also don't know if there's any value to optimizing this super hard, or if I even have to optimize it super hard, or if I should just try to get to the exit. But we'll make an attempt at optimizing this. Relatively low level attempt at optimizing it. So yeah, you guys are relatively easy. You guys hurt a lot. So I guess, honestly, probably just a matter of attacking you. Space key, view all battle result. Pressing the space key, projected damage against all enemies on the map is displayed. Yeah, and that's because then we get the attack here. So attack still makes a difference there. Alright, so now... Oh yeah, so you can see one attack makes you cheaper. 16 attack. 4 attack. And I think we'd save... Yeah, you're saving quite a bit. So I think, honestly, there's not that much to consider here. So with all of that done... You get cheaper on 2... How much more attack is there? There's 3 attack here. And I think that's it for stats. There's a guard piece. All of these guys are guarding guard pieces. Or potions. Okay, so with that in mind... attack makes you cheaper. And I'm not making... This is the last time anybody's getting cheaper, so I only care about this before I fight the purple guys. So aside from that then, I want to maximize defense at this point, I think. If I can afford it. So we'll do that. Yeah, they're hitting us 12 times, so getting more defense actually helps quite a bit with them still. So I guess now we do it in order of things that have the lowest defense. I might switch to using arrow keys. I'm not sure how I feel about these mouse controls. Alright, so that enemy's gone, it no longer appears here. You still have defense, all of you. So arguably, fighting you next would be the most profitable, however, we can fight you for cheaper. Get this, which makes you cheaper. Okay, you guys aren't ever worth attacking, I don't think. I have no idea what the score system is, if there even is a score system. Also, there's level up. Which I guess I could have done. Okay, I could have done that a while ago. When did I get enough experience to level up? I guess we'll undo until that goes away. Okay. You are 4 XP. So now we have the ability to level up. We can gain keys or stats. Okay, level plus 4 attack, or just straight up 10 defense. Well, attack does make both of you cheaper, which probably saves us more than the defense, so I'm actually just going to grab that right away. Okay, and now... we do the same thing that we've done before. Alright, and from here... so you drop a red potion, which is like 200 health. I don't think that's ever worth doing. But we do get stats. Which might not be worth it. But we did choose level up bonus. Okay, you can choose... you can level up by clicking the button on the right side of the screen. Alright. You can reserve a key by pressing the A key and right click. Reserved. Okay. You use the key? Yes. Alright. So Beginner's Tower, we're here. I don't know if we can go back. But we could have potentially... okay, well, I mean, we could do that. By hovering... view details... okay, by hovering your mouse cursor over an item or enemy, details of that item or enemy will be displayed. Okay. Okay, there are stairs here. We were just covering it. So we can go back and fight those guys if they ever become cheap. But, as it is now, it's a lot of different enemies. Well, you get cheaper in 9 attack. You get cheaper in 1 attack. So probably we just go for this first to grab the attack. Yeah, dropping a guard piece. Basically, oh, you drop something good. Life Crown. 30% HP multiplier. Okay. You gain a lot of stuff. Alright, so at this point... actually... we probably want to go for you first. Because we get more defense this way, which makes more of a difference for fighting you. Then we get the attack. Alright, now from here. Yeah, we got you cheaper. Looks like we've cleaned out all of that guy. So the next stage is going to be one of these junior rangers. We can get health and attack, or just health. Then we've got a fighter here. Let's see, this is 2 attack. So if we get both of these, then you guys become, then you become cheaper. You become cheaper with 1. Now, we don't have a blue key, so I think it probably makes the most sense to just go up this way. Okay, now you don't get cheaper for a while. Okay, you have +3, which you don't have available unless we do multiple fights, but then here we get a bunch of stuff. So probably we just go through here. We do have a level up as well. Okay, this is more than it was last time. So we could gain keys. Gaining more keys right away gives us 10 defense, but then more other stuff as well. So that might actually be worth doing. Just grab the 10 defense immediately, but then we can also go through here and get a bunch of attack. And then that's also pretty good. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. Okay. Free attack does make you cheaper, but you don't do that much damage anyway. And beating you gets us all of that. Whereas fighting these other things... Yeah, I think we just want to go this way. Okay, there's 2 attack if we go through you, which still makes a pretty significant difference on everybody except for you. And you give me 3 defense right away. Well, you guys are the same. Alright. Probably just go through you then. Because that's the cheapest way to get a bunch more stats. Okay, so 2 attack up there and there. 2 does make some things cheaper. Oh, there's a blue key here. Hiding behind the legendary ranger. Invalid attack. You have too much defense? Yes, 360 defense. Okay, so we need to come back for you later. Well, we only have to get through you, and then we can go down, or go up to the next level. And we can just beat you right now. 2 attack does make you cheaper, though. Does it make you cheaper enough that it's worth fighting something? 936. Yeah, 936. There's no way that we're saving that amount. Yeah, we'll save what, 78 if we increase our attack by 2? I think we just go. You can save and load your game from the buttons on the lower right of the screen. The game will autosave approximately every 10 minutes. Hover your mouse cursor over the save load button to expand autosave. I think I saved. Oh, those are memos, not... Okay, well... Grab the stats. And move on, I guess. We can... we have a lot of health. So we could take some of these. But really, we have 2 attack. Let's see what we're doing. What we're looking at here. Okay, yeah. Grab all of that. And immediately we could just go back to the previous level. We still have a yellow key, though. So we could spend it, or we could fight for a lot. Let's just go. There were more yellow keys available on the previous level. Alright. So if we go down, out of curiosity, how are we looking here? 276 for 200. Okay. You're still 3,000 for... I mean, some good stuff, but not cheap. So here, we're looking at just taking a lot of damage to get some stuff. Right, we cannot go diagonally. So what do we even want to do on this level? If we had another yellow key, we could actually just get to the next level. And actually, you're not even that bad, honestly. We could save the yellow key and just fight you. 3 attack and 3 defense. Seven. Okay, that makes you cheaper. Yeah, in each fight, the fact that they drop a gem as well. Guard gem or guard piece. Yeah, you're worth a defense. You might just be worth taking out right now then. Okay, well, 1 attack makes a difference, so 1420. Okay, that makes quite a difference. Also, we've leveled up twice. I should have been doing stuff here. If we grab blue keys... If we grab blue keys, we can get quite a bit of stuff down here. I say quite a bit of stuff, but considering how stats are going to scale, it's probably not all that much. Let's go for a defense route. Alright, you guys don't do damage to me anymore. But you drop defense. You guys still hurt. Yeah, you guys are zeros. Okay, just in here. Six attack. 1 attack. Okay. I mean, we can do it, but that's really expensive. You guys are pretty cheap, and I get a bunch of stuff for doing it. So, because if I want to break through you at 6, this is 6. Okay. I think we just go on. Uh, 70 damage for 3. Actually, you'd be cheaper if I fought you first and grab this. Okay. Well, we made it to a special place, I guess. Also, we have another level up. Ride clear space, view score, high score. A game clear floor is placed in the middle of the stage, and stepping on this floor displays the current score. If you've updated your high score will be registered. When you step on the game clear floor, you will receive a Nexus medal if your score exceeds the Nexus medal score displayed on the upper right of the screen. Okay, clear, clear, clear. So, after... So my best score here... Trying to figure out how the score works and also how I can tell what the requirements were. Pure Nexus. Nexus metal has never been used. Okay. Score rank. I'm just not seeing this. Upper right. I'm not seeing anything on the upper right now. When I'm here, I guess it's this. So my score is not very good, is what that's telling me. Okay. But what if... Grab more defense. Fight you. Grab the blue key. Okay, if enemy's defense is higher than our attack, it's invalid. You cannot engage in battle with enemy's defense greater than your attack strength. Yeah. So me investing everything into defense is going to eventually cause me trouble. Got it. But what I wanted to check... Okay, I've got a couple enemies that are 0 now. These guys as well. You as well, I believe. Okay, so now if I go up here, got the blue key. Grab all that, get a bunch of stats. Okay, and we get to update it. But obviously we need much more than that. Yellow key, blue key. Master Ranger hurts quite a bit. Well, you gain a 30% multiplier. Okay. Golden feathers found along the way have the effect of increasing enemy's XP gain by a certain percentage. This is one of the most important items in Tactical Nexus. Okay. So we need to go down and get more stats. Okay, you're not too bad, and then I can get in here. $232, that's pretty cheap. There's a lot of attack through here if we go through these Elder Rangers. Okay, that's pretty cheap, and it'll get me 15 defense. We'll grab the defense first, because I feel like we're not getting... We're not going to be getting these attack checkpoints. Also, because there are modifiers for the experience, obviously it'll make sense to come back later for things, for some things. Here's another one, Crimson Key block, Violet Key block. Wow, this thing's worth enough experience to basically level us from full just on its own. Alright, well, I guess it's time to start grabbing a bunch of attack. Oh, you're actually cheaper. Yeah, a lot of golden feathers lying around. Five attack for you, huh? I saw something. Let's go config. Control. This isn't controls, okay. Thought they were advertising there being a button that just auto-collects everything. Finding it a little bit hard on my wrist, just having the constant mouse motion. Okay, +3 for you. I might just have to do a big fight, but... I do have a blue key, so I could go down here. And valid attacks, there's no point. Could spend... Oh, I have a level up as well. Okay, we'll grab the Crimson Key. Could spend it on the feather for experience, but I could also do this. Which gets me way more stats. Okay, we've got a lot of free... And like the free enemies that have shield gems, you kind of just want to fight. So even though I'm not getting that feather, it feels like that's just worth doing. Okay, we're taking not too much damage, honestly. Save ourselves a key. Alright, so we fight you and a yellow, or we just spend a blue. And we have another level up. I guess we're trying the defense strat here. Well, I have a lot of yellow keys. 2,000 health isn't all that much. Yeah, 2,000 isn't all that much. Okay, you're still invalid. You're all potions. You're free defense. Guard potion and a power card. Okay. I could go 6 and a crimson. Like, it's just hard to know what the value of anything is. Golden feathers, yeah. Okay, I think we're basically done with this level. If I look at this now, getting there. And we do have another level up. Okay, we do need 2 yellows, 2 blues, and 2 reds to get through there. Good to know. You still hurt quite a bit. 6 attack would make a difference. We could grab 12 here. Now there are quite a few red. I think we're at a point where we really need to start getting attack, but there is a whole bunch of attack right here. Yeah, there are no stats here. Not really any stats here. There's this thing, I guess. 3 attack, 5 attack. You know what, let's just get the attack. You actually get cheaper. Okay. So there's a blue key. And some stuff over there. Could grab more experience, I don't think. I'm gonna take the damage, I don't know. Okay, leveled up again. Grab all the stats. Alright, so this is where the reserve happens. So if we reserve those, I guess we're just not allowed to spend them. So, like if I do this, well, that did not work the way I was expecting. What does this reserve even do? Is it just a reminder, I guess? Alright, so these master fighters. Probably should just grab this. So stats kind of everywhere. Yeah, our easiest enemies are up top, however... we only get 7 attack by doing that, 10 attack. Which does make a difference, okay. And so we fight one of you, and then the others will get cheaper. So 3,600. Yeah, I mean, it makes a difference. We've leveled up again. Okay, we've got a bunch of attack up here. We need to be able to get through a general fighter for that, though. Whereas if we come down this way... I think there's a lot of stuff there, but this is only 7,000. I can spend the yellow key to save 4,000. Alright, so what do we actually want to do here? We want to break in here, we want to break down here. Unfortunately, either way, there's no attack left behind anywhere else, right? I don't think so. Yeah, just a key. Oh, we can hurt you now. Alright, well, I think, yeah, this way we get this Heavenly Potion, which makes you cheaper. Then we go down here. You get a whole bunch of defense. You 15 attack, huh? That's not happening, so I think... Yeah, I think we go in here first for the defense. Then we fight you. Okay, we could spend a blue key there, but I don't think... I mean, it does give us a bunch of stuff. And there's another blue key here. Is a blue key worth 11,000 health? Keys aren't worth points, so it's just a matter of... 14... That's 11. Well, we'll just do it. Okay, we can't actually afford that, or we can spend the red. For that? I mean, it's only plus 12 stats, though. So I don't think that's worth rushing. Oh, also I could have had that earlier. Yeah, you're still invalid. Well, we need a blue and a red to get through here. We can just get a red like that. And not have to fight for it. I don't know how I feel about the keys on level up. Well, I do know how I feel about it. I don't like it. This is very much a analysis paralysis kind of game. Yeah, those guys are still somewhat unreasonable. Spend 13,000 just to get out to the next level. Let's just make sure we didn't leave anything behind that we would care about. Not really. Alright. Yeah, you hit 9 times, you hit 6 times. Platinum key. Okay. So we could do that. Oh, that's violet. Okay. Yeah, so there's really no reason not to just do that. Autosaved. So from here... Yeah, you guys are... The general fighters are pretty cheap. You only exist down here, though. So if I had a crimson key, I could get another feather. This looks like progress forward. It only requires 4 more attack. There's a couple of them. Well, if we grab both of you... Also, we have a level up. So grabbing the Crimson Key right away gets us another feather. But then we're spending keys for feathers. Levels for feathers. Which I feel like is a really bad idea. So at this point... we'll just go with attack, because I think we need it in order to be able to hurt things. Okay, fight through the enemies that have defense. You guys all drop guard potions for a life crown. It's pretty expensive going up that way, but there's a lot of good stuff eventually. Okay, I mean, you guys are starting to be doable. Well, we'll grab the key. Probably not optimal to do that until I need it, but at this point, I'm just doing the cleanup so that I don't have to remember to come back here, kind of thing. Restart the game. Yeah, so like I thought there was a button, maybe it was from the main menu. We'll see. Alright, I think I just do this at this point. Because I need stats. Okay, you're expensive, but I can fight. 7,000 for a whole bunch of stats. We could go through there, use our blue key to get a bunch more defense. Does that even matter? Okay, well, you guys are free now. I can't... Well, if I fight you, I can get my red key, which gets me the more experience, so you know what? We'll try that. Okay, we could go for the blue down here, get some more stuff as well. Putting the guard potions. Yeah, 48 turns, so that makes quite the difference. 15 attack behind you. Which makes some things cheaper. Final Ranger. That might be a final boss? Alright, I mean, we're looking at an hour. I think I will probably just make some choices to clean this up so that I can get through you. And then we'll see what's past you, and that'll be it for this episode. Yeah, it's a lot of attack I just got. There's a lot of attack back here, but I can't hit you guys. Could go up that way. 22, 20... Yeah, everything here requires a lot. You guys are relatively cheap. Okay, if we go back here... 23,000, huh? There's a golden feather and some stats there. I didn't see this potion, but there's a potion here. Well, it's something. Okay, Star Ranger we can't do. You guys are fairly expensive and you're only 25 attack if I do it. Okay, you guys drop guard potions. Not too bad. Guard potions that are free, okay. You guys are just health. I mean... I should be saving this for feathers, probably. But... might as well just clean this stuff up. No. Okay, it's just you that's free. You are only 20, and you give me a 30% multiplier. I misread that. I thought that it was going to increase my stats, not increase my multiplier gain. So I absolutely should have done this first. Oh well. Okay, that's just a warning again on that. Oh well. That's something to do better if I replay the level. We do have a level up here, so we can go for another one right away. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so at this point, yeah, you guys are pretty cheap. And we get more health for each of these that we do. Oh, that's a violet key, not a violet door. Yeah, so learning to actually read the iconography would make a big difference for sure. You guys have guard cards, okay. Valid 20,000 for a lot of stuff, including experience. Yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is still looking to be a little bit beyond what we're capable of. And we can hurt those now. 16,000. Okay, well, you get me a bunch of attack. And now, do we spend our resources? We can spend a violet key to get a violet key. I guess what this means is if we want to grab this, instead of going through you. Now we do need a red or a blue for that. Alright, so I don't think I'm getting through that final Guardian anytime soon. I thought that I was basically done, but looking at things now, misunderstanding how some of these things worked, I'm definitely going to be too low on stats to just take this guy out. Yeah. You guys 16 and then 16,000. I assume that the 800 here... 3,000. 48. Oh, okay. It's not actually updated in the tooltip. So this modifier includes just show the base values. 15 attack doesn't make any difference for you guys. Makes you cheaper. And I guess we do want all of that. And we have another level up. So I could... I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do red key on level up. Grab the purple key. Spend the purple key to grab all that. Okay. I mean, we're actually able to do it now. Barely. Okay, beginner graduation. So I guess we solved the first level? Cloud save list. Nexus Metal, Sunstone, Legacy Mystic Age, Chapter 6 and later. Cloud saving has high score data, permanent items, stage save data, and other data will not be transferred. Okay, I did just run through some stuff. Warp to Nexus, return to Nexus. Warp is possible from level 1. Press the M key to warp to the Nexus room, where you can use your Nexus metals and pieces of Sunstones. You can enter the Nexus room from the beginning. Okay, big score. Get Nexus Metal. Okay. When you get a high score that exceeds the highest grade Nexus Metal, you will receive an additional Sunstone according to your excess score. If you do not use any Nexus metals, your score will be judged as pure Nexus. You can earn an additional piece of Sunstone according to the metal grade. So this was sort of the main gimmick here, from what I can understand, is that we're gaining a bunch of extra items as we go. So yeah, it looks like we gained enough for that. Mysteries revealed after Chapter 6, Chapter 8. Okay, so let's just go down. So I hit the bronze level here. Is this the same score point? Also, I can level up. It looks like attack and defense are equally valued, so might as well grab the higher point value. Okay, so what do I do from here? Return to stage selection, I guess. Okay, pure Nexus. So it looks like I have received a sunstone and a medal. I don't know what I'm looking at there. Alright, well there's a lot of things that are not explained particularly well. But I will probably just ask. Now that I understand what this game is about, I don't feel like trying to figure out how the mechanics work on my own is going to be a particularly interesting endeavor. Shift D. Is that the thing? So please see the Steam news for details. Implemented the auto feature. The Shift plus D, okay. So it looks like I could go on to another level. I'm not sure where I actually spend these medals or do anything with them. Are my stats just higher because I have them? Again, that's the kind of thing I would look up. Right, so initial thoughts on the game. I guess I might as well just do that because this is honestly probably just going to be a one-off. I don't see myself playing this any further on the channel. It looks like it's a ridiculous amount of just pure optimization, running back and forth, crunching numbers to figure out how you can get out the highest score points that you can get. There's a lot of stuff on the screen at any given time, and so you have a whole bunch of different choices to consider. I didn't find it really all that interesting, though. So, I mean, it might get better. I do know from talking with people in the Drod community that there are more complicated mechanics that will be coming. But I just don't know that I would enjoy playing around with them anyway. So, I didn't hate it. I think that the system works for what it does, but I think that I should probably leave it when I still have a relatively positive impression of the game, instead of forcing myself to continue when, you know, I'd really just rather, you know, play Drod RPG or something else. So, yeah, that was Tactical Nexus. Feel free to leave any comments about my lack of understanding of systems or, you know, tips or anything like that. I will read them, and even if I don't do another video on it, I'm not sure, but I might pick the game up again, try something again with it in the future. I should probably do one more once I understand how this whole progression system works. So maybe not right away, but at some point in the future I might do a second video. And we'll see. We'll take it from there. Anyway, I will be doing something else next time. I will see you then.